I'm Taylor from the Body Shop of Sauk Prairie. Today we're going to be doing a short 10 to 15 minute workout. I am filming from my home today. Unfortunately, with everything going on, I'm not able to make it to the Pilates studio. So scenery's a little different. Workout should still be good. We'll get on to it. So let's start laying down on your back. Let's start feet planted. Okay, make sure they are parallel. Deep bend in the knee. Back of the neck is long. Arms are by your sides. Let's start by inhaling through our nose. Exhaling, curling the head forward, reaching the hands nice and long down your sides. And then releasing back down. And we will do that 2 more times. Curling forward as you exhale. Inhaling to release. Last time, exhale, reach, and release. Good, adding on, arms are going to go up, knees are going to come up into chair position. Same thing, curl forward, tuck the pelvis, reach long through those fingertips. I'm tucking the pelvis so my low back is completely flat. As I release, that small puff of air in the low back returns. Same thing again, reach, curl forward, tuck the pelvis, release. We're going to go for 3. Inhale, release. And 2. Last one. And release. Okay, adding some leg extensions to this. Curling forward, extending one leg. Reaching long. Knees in, head down. Other side, reach. And bring it back in. 1 more on each side like this. Maybe taking that extending leg a little bit lower if you need more of a challenge. Adding on, let's keep the head curled. And we'll switch here. And switch. If you need to support the head, you can. Otherwise, hands long. Maybe you keep switching. One more set. Knees in, head down. All right, so let's tap a little bit more into those obliques. Sorry, just adjusting my waistband here. So let's add a little rotation to this. Hands are going to come behind the head, extending one leg, rotating towards the opposite knee. Controlled and nice and slow here. And other side. Reaching across with that elbow. Try not to crunch much with just the head. You're focusing on wrapping the abdominals around. It's less about the head and shoulders, more about the torso. 1 more set here. Knees in, head down. Go ahead, give those knees a little bit of a squeeze. Okay, so we are going to go ahead and turn over. We're going to focus on the back a little bit more here, okay? So, let's take those hands down onto the mat. Forehead is going to go down. Okay, we're going to pull those shoulders down and back. Starting with our swan here. Lifting up and lowering down. Lifting up. Inhale as you lower. Last one. Exhale, lift. And lower. Let's add on. Reach. We're going to open this arm, reach back, bring it all the way back down. Lift, reach, bring it all the way back down. Again. Make sure we're breathing here. 1 more on each side. Lift, reach, around and lower. Last time, lift, reach, around and lower. Okay, kicking it up a notch. Let's take those hands with us as we lift the head and chest. Extend those arms. Bring them back in and lower. Again, lift, reach. Pull them back in, lower. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale as you extend. Inhale back. Exhale to release. 1 more. Inhale. Exhale to extend those arms. Bring them back. Lower down. Now, if that version was hard enough for you, continue that one. Otherwise, we're going to add on a little bit harder here. Extending those arms overhead. Lifting the arms with you and lowering down. Lift and lower. We're going for 3 and 2. Last one. Hands are going to come under. Push back into a child's pose. Let's get onto all fours. Got some cool music going on right now. So make sure your back is flat. Hands are underneath your shoulders, knees underneath your pelvis. Extending your right arm and left leg here. And pulling back in. Switching. Left arm, right leg extends. Pulling back in. And switch. Make sure we're breathing. Inhale, extend. Exhale in, adding on. Extend as you inhale. Let's pulse. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it under. Other side. Extend and pulse. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it in. Okay, so we are going to add on again. This time I want you to extend the right arm and the left leg. Okay, this time we're going to squeeze the elbow to the ribs as we lift this leg up as high as we can. Shoulder pulling down. Tap the foot to the floor as you reach out and pull. Reach and pull. For 3, 2, last one here. Tap, switch it up. Other side, extend, squeeze the elbow as you pull, and leg lifts up nice and high. Tap the floor, extend, squeeze and lift. We're going for 3, shoulders pulling down, last one here, and pull it under. Very good. Okay, moving on to some side body stuff. Okay, so let's lie down on our sides here. Lift up on this side. So shoulders pressing down to engage the lat. Ribs are reaching up. They're not sinking towards the floor. Hand on the hip, or you can have it in front of you if you need a little more assistance with your balance. So we're going to take the nice bend in this top leg, and we're going to press the thigh so that it's just behind the bottom leg, okay? And we're going to add some little pulses. You think of pulsing with the knee, pulsing back, squeezing the glutes, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Think of the thigh pressing away. 3, 2, 1. Adding on. Now we add a lift. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release. That supporting arm is definitely working as well, so you might feel a little bit of a burn in the shoulder as long as you're keeping it nice and active. So we're switching to the opposite side here. Same position, feet slightly in front, balancing up on my elbow, pressing down with this shoulder. Elbow feels like it's kind of squeezing towards the ribs to engage the lat. Lifting the rib cage. Bending this heel towards my glute, pulling the thigh slightly behind my bottom leg. And we're pressing back with the knee first. For 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lifting. That thigh is still pressing back as far as I can. You pulse. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Okay, so we are going to roll onto our backs again, just like the beginning of this video. We're going to do a little bit of hamstrings here. So lying down on your mat, have your feet positioned parallel and just slightly apart. Move down a little bit here. So as we go through, you can adjust where your heels are placed depending on how it feels, how high of a lift you want to get. So we're going to start by scooping out the belly, tucking the pelvis. So I had a small puff of air in my low back. Go like this, and I'm going to sink it and tuck the pelvis under. It's a very small movement. Then I'm going to keep tucking, lifting my spine, extending this nice long line, and then we're going to roll it all the way back down. Same thing again. Tuck the pelvis under, okay? So scoop it out. You should have this nice rounding here, this nice hollowed out belly. And then you're going to tuck and lift, nice and tall here. And then roll it back down, vertebrae by vertebrae. I am wearing all black, so it's a little hard to see me articulating through, but I'm trying to drop one vertebrae at a time as I lower down. So let's do one more like that. Tuck under, lift up, nice and long. You don't want to overextend, but lifting as high as you can in the hips to engage the glutes and have this nice, beautiful long line here. Okay, we're going to add on. We're going to pulse the hips up just for 3, 2, 1. Try to keep the hips lifted, taking the right knee up and lowering it down. And then other side, knee up and lower down. One more on each side. Last time here. Keeping those hips lifted if you can. We're going to lift the heels, rolling onto the toes, and tap the heels down. Again, lift, tap them down for 2. Last one. Lower the hips all the way down. Okay, so taking the knee into chair position, just one of them, just like you did before when the hips were up. Now we're going to use just the supporting leg to tuck, lift the hips up, knee is still in chair, roll the hips down. We're going to go for 3. Tuck, lift, squeeze the glute at the top, roll it down. For 2, and down. Last one. Really working that glute and hamstring, and switch. Knee and chair. Tuck, lift it up, roll it down. Tuck, lift it up, roll it down. For 2. Last one here. Lower it down. Alright, quick stretch, one ankle over the opposite knee. Pull the knee in for a moment. Switching. Opposite knee, pull the knee in if you need a deeper stretch here. Alright, go ahead, extend those legs nice and long here. Open your arms out to T position. Sway both knees off to one side. And switch. Might get a nice pop in the back here. Feel free to add some head movement, looking over the opposite shoulder as the direction of the knees. Okay, now taking the feet as wide as your mat, and go ahead, windshield wiper those knees. One side to the other, really pressing with the knee that's coming across. Trying to sink it as far down to the floor as possible. And give those knees a good squeeze. We're going to draw some tiny circles with the knees, massaging out the low back a little bit. And switch. And rock ourselves up. You guys are finished for today. Thank you for joining me. I'm hoping to have a longer full body workout up for you this week.